really quick. I'm doing chapters 14 and 15. And I didn't really emphasize it in 13, and I could have, about how awesome that Kachane drone thing is that, like, was talking with Ikariam or sensing Ikariam, and then Ikariam wakes up, and holy smokes, um, his thing about his past, he was killing everyone who was laughing. He he thought he had an unfaithful wife, I think, and then kills her, and she's like, "What the heck?" Looks like that was just a big misunderstanding, and he went and killed the city, country, or whatever, the whole place, till there was no one else to kill. So, I mean, he's got to chill out a little bit. Uh, we had some cool stuff with the Volcando and their little parlay that was going on. It was a little bit of a boring chapter, but that happened. And then in the next one, I'm still not done this chapter yet, but I just got to Tool talking to Talk, and Talk is like aggravating him, kind of pushing Tool to anger, which seems not good. Um, I love these two. These were the first two kind of buddies that I really liked, and now Tool. We've seen how Talanai Mask can sometimes hold a grudge. So, and then we have shoot, what the heck's her name? What's her face? The one that has all those names, and is like, the Jagged calls me the stone whatever, and then this person calls me this, and then I am Burn, right? Does Burn sleep? Like, is this her woken up? Um, Still not sure how all that worked. Like, is this the lady with the fever? Um, and she, Talk is not liking that she is influencing him when Tool just wanted to go on, and Talk stopped him from being able to do that, and is now upset with her, and it's wild. I hope she gets what's coming to her. Hoping that she actually is bad or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going on with this chapter. All right, forgive the piano up there. I have kids practicing. Um, that was a hard portion to read about them going after Heaton or Hetan, however you say it, and the kids. Um, man, it was hard. Uh, but I do love that Talk showed up for the two kids, for the three kids, and recognizes Tool in the youngest one, or in the son, and I do love that even though Tool wasn't there, his arrows were there to help the kids. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm trying to remember if I have forgotten anything to. No, I think we're good. So I'm gonna keep going with this chapter. Well, I like Kafal and Bakal, and I really like these kids of Heaton. That was brutal, and I really love Talk. Those Talk and Tool were my favorite in Memories of Ice. And I was kind of bummed in Reaper's Gale that we didn't get some last thing with them. So glad we're getting that here. Like, I've been waiting so much for these two again. Still not done. But it sounds like Talk has these kids. All right, I finished it, and we got Tool, and he's once again an eye mass. Not sure how that really happens. How you go from flesh and blood to this. If it has to do with the hate in him or whatever. or that he died, and yeah, I don't understand it totally. Um, but I do like I do like the idea of Angry Tool. As much as I hate it, I do like the idea of what might happen now. And I'm excited. So far, I've liked Subbook 3 way better than Subbooks 1 and 2. So that's good. Anyway, talk to you soon. That's the end of chapter 15. I do want to also mention this. That was one of the most graphic, kind of prolonged graphic scenes in that we've been made to read in the series so far. And I'm glad that I don't get the feeling that the author is being indulgent about these sorts of things, but they are hard. They are hard things. They are hard things. And it makes me think of pondering some of the stuff from history. If you're into history, you go through a lot of you ponder a lot of awful things. And I mean, this scene with Heaton really forces you to watch. A lot of times he kind of takes you away from it, and sometimes you listen for a moment. But this one, he's making you watch. And it definitely elicits this emotional response when you are watching this, and then you are seeing what's happening with the children being chased, what just happened with Tool, and he is furious and reverts back, and then Talk again at least being there for the kids. But it's brutal, really brutal. And I I don't look for this kind of stuff in books. I certainly don't. But when it happens and it's handled well, even if it's horrific, uh, like these characters, the stuff that they're saying to Heaton. Um, I mean, this would be something that if it was on a screen, seeing this, it would be like there's way too much to witness this. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Um, I think it was handled well, even though it was brutal. It was brutal. Um, anyway, I'll just leave it at that, and we're gonna move on. But we get an angry Tool now, and I'm looking forward to that. Sorta. Who knows how this is gonna end?